The Versus FNaF 1 mod just got updated, bringing a ton of new songs and characters, and I want to go ahead and explain the backstory of the mod, why boyfriend and girlfriend are even involved in the first place, and of course some fun facts about each of the characters. Now I know nobody was surprised to find boyfriend and girlfriend in the FNaF universe, because Friday Night Funkin' has their fingers in everything. But the reason that boyfriend and girlfriend are even in this situation is because they actually sneak into the pizzeria on their own accord. So nobody forces them in there, they're just out exploring, and they're kind of dumb, so they go into places that they shouldn't be. Now the first person that boyfriend runs into is Freddy Fazbear, and it seems that the rap battle is the only thing keeping Freddy from murdering boyfriend, so of course he can't lose. Now it makes sense that Freddy is the first character that we run into because technically he is the main antagonist of the mod and also the main antagonist of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Now if you played the game or read the books, you know that in the daytime Freddy comes off as being very laid back and happy-go-lucky, but at night he's this very different being, somewhat predatory, literally sneaking around through the shadows and even going as far as to taunt the security guard. I thought it was very weird that Freddy acted so childlike until I got deeper into the series and realized that he has the soul of a child attached to him named Gabriel. This also clarifies why he's so protective of other children. I say this because in Five Nights at Freddy 2, you see that he's trying to protect these kids from the man that killed him. A fun fact about Freddy in this mod is that he has a song called Slaughter, and if you remember, Flippy also has a song called Slaughter. That's the little bear from Happy Tree Friends. I find it kind of funny because they're both technically murderous bears. The next character that I want to talk about is going to be Golden Freddy, and Golden Freddy is interesting because while they are mysterious, kind of sly, sneaky, hiding in the shadows, they also have a lot of hate for William Afton. It seems like Golden Freddy isn't able to forgive William for all the murders that he committed, so his soul cannot be at peace. And with that, he also just couldn't let William die in peace as well, which technically allows William to return as Glitch Trap, which allows him to kill even more people. Now, a saving grace for Golden Freddy though is that he does still seem to have his mind and his reason. I say this because he doesn't just want to kill people, especially not intentionally. The only reason Golden Freddy even attempts to kill people is because he misidentifies them as being William. The next character we're going to talk about is going to be Bonnie, and funny enough, a lot of people think that Bonnie is actually a female, but it has been confirmed by the developer Scott that Bonnie is actually male. We also know that the spirit inside of Bonnie is male, being named Jeremy. And just a fun fact, apparently Bonnie was the first character made by Scott. Now something I find very interesting about Bonnie is that he is definitely the most aggressive out of all the animatronics. Now you can argue that all the animatronics have their own little quirks, have their own little violent tendencies, but Bonnie is the type that will find you and stuff you into a suit. It doesn't matter who you are. When you play the game, Bonnie doesn't backtrack, they don't go any other type of directions, they beeline it right for your left door and they try to get you immediately. Next up on our list is going to be Chica, aka Chica the chicken, and funny enough, she is the only female animatronic in the game. Just like Bonnie, she's pretty aggressive, being one of the first animatronics that actually moves, and she maneuvers her way to try to get to the player very quickly. And the child spirit that is inhabiting her body is named Susie. The next animatronics that I want to talk about is going to be Foxy, aka Foxy the pirate. And I find it interesting that Foxy is supposed to be an out-of-order animatronic mascot, and the soul that is in him is named Fritz. I definitely don't think that that was a coincidence. I also love Foxy's design because he's basically in the game to make sure that you as a player don't just camp in the room. If the player opens his camera too little, basically Foxy is going to emerge faster from his little pirate cove. And if you allow him to leave that cove, he'll basically run down to West Hall and to your office, and then he'll bang on the door and reduce your power. Now he does reset after he does this, but if you let him do this enough, you definitely would not be able to survive the night. Now, a fun fact about Foxy is that apparently he is the tallest animatronic in the first game, but the tallest animatronic ever might be Nightmare Fredbear. The next character that we're going to talk about is going to be the puppet, aka the marionette. This was the puppet that would stay in the prize room, and if you remember, if the player didn't actually wind up that little music box, this puppet would slowly rise out and jump straight at you. Now the soul that resides in the marionette is actually Charlotte Emily, aka Charlie, and that was the daughter of Henry, who was the main protagonist in the book trilogy. Something that I find interesting about the marionette in this mod is that when she's singing right behind boyfriend, it actually looks like she's controlling his movements, which I just think is a pretty cool thing to add into the mod. The last major character that we see in this mod is actually Shadow Freddy, which is basically just a shadow variant of Freddy Fazbear. It seemed that he originally appeared in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, specifically Five Nights at Freddy 2. He was an Easter egg and seemed to have a crucial role in the series, but most of his origin is unknown. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video where I explain the Mario Madness mod, or check out this one where I explain the Elements of Insanity mod. I warn you, it is super dark. Thank you for watching. This is Orseofkorse. Peace, peace.